Oh, Decidueye, we've been making a lot of videos about you lately, buddy. What is going on, peasants? My name is JV, back here today with the next part of our A to Z series, and like I mentioned, today we're playing Decidueye. This is maybe my favorite character to play in the game. It is super fun, super satisfying, but it's honestly, while it's in the best place it's ever been in this game, it's still not the best Pokemon around. It does unbelievable damage with Spirit Shackle and Razor Leaf, to be fair, but Spirit Shackle is just one of the best moves in the game and one of the most fun moves in the entire game. So we are going to be playing Spirit Shackle in this game. I don't think that's a spoiler, but Decidueye, it's still incredibly squishy and really, like, it's good against stuff that's meta. Like, it's good against your Duraludons, it's okay against Cinderace, depending on the playstyle of the Cinderace. It's good against like a lot of bulkier teams because you just put out a ton of damage. It's really bad against like a lot of solo queue stuff, like a lot of melee sort of solo queue playstyles. Like if you run into a Machamp or a Serena, you're gonna have a bad time probably. So while it's in the best place it's ever been, if you run into a lot of like close range fighting things, a lot of stuff that you can't like keep out of your range, it does still struggle with those sort of Pokemon. So keep that in mind. And Talonflame is just like an auto loss for Decidueye. So yeah, keep in mind, like if you're gonna be playing this Pokemon, you're again in the best place you've ever been, but you still struggle a lot with burst damage and a lot in close range combat. So be very careful when playing Decidueye still, but you are an absolute nuke when it comes to burst damage and range. You're the best range character in the game. Man, Decidueye feels so fun right now. It's always felt fun, but it actually feels viable for the first time in its lifespan. So let's go ahead and check out the build. There are honestly a lot of interesting things you can do with Decidueye. I think the only two items that are must-haves are Muscle Band and Scope Lens. The last slot you can kind of do whatever you want with, but Decidueye's kit is built primarily around its basic attacks being incredibly good at shredding just objectives, enemies, whatever. So Muscle Band, Scope Lens, crit with them, do a lot of damage with them, and also your Spirit Shackles crit. So Scope Lens is a must, Muscle Band is a must. The last slot, like I said, you can kind of do whatever you want. I really like Energy Amp because it just makes first off, your Unite move is actually pretty decent right now as well, but it makes your Spirit Shackles after your Unite move so effing strong. So it's just really fun to just completely delete even tanks with Spirit Shackles. So that's why I prefer Energy Amp. You can honestly swap this out for a Focus Band or a Buddy Barrier if you feel the need to have a little bit more bulk. You can run something like an Attack Weight if you want to get wild, because Spirit Shackle scales incredibly well off attack. And we'll talk about the Yeet Fan build here in a second if you don't know what that is. And also Razor Claw is an option too. So what is the Yeet Fan build, or who is Yeet Fan? So in the March qualifiers in the finals, I forget what his team name is, but they ran a really fun Decidueye set with Greninja, where they would just play super well off of each other and just delete everything. It was really, really interesting to watch. So if you missed the March finals, go watch that. It was really, really entertaining. So what he did was he took off the Muscle Band, which is really interesting, and he ran double crit, or no, he ran, what did he run? I know he ran Attack Weight and Razor Claw. What was the last time? I think it was Scope Lens. I could be wrong. It was either Scope Lens or Buddy Barrier. Either way, like, you just put out so much damage with Spirit Shackles with Attack Weight. It's ridiculous. So you can try out the Yeet Fan build. Spraggles made a video on it, and you can go check out the March finals. Like I said, it's super fun, but for solo queue and for, you know, more general purposes, I think just a plain simple old build of Muscle, Scope Lens, and then either Buddy Barrier, Energy Amp, or Focus Band will do the job quite well. Let's go ahead and quickly go through the progression on Decidueye. It has a really weird progression. It's 157, but you don't learn another move until level 7. So at level 1, just take Leafage. It's better for, you know, your objective secures, and it just does better damage. Astonish, really all it does is slow. So that's really the only merit it has. And then moving on over to level 7, Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf is really, really good against like teams with multiple fat things. Like if you're running into like if you run into like a team with double support Snorlax or something, you can get away with Razor Leaf and just completely shred their HP. You can do stuff like that, but Spirit Shackle is probably still better. It has such a long range, such a short cooldown as well, and it does unreal damage. It charges faster now. It's just, and it's the most fun move in the game. It is plain and simply the most fun move. I love it so much. So take Spirit Shackle, delete enemies from afar, destroy squishies. Still every objective in the game. It's one of the best objective secures in the game, even with the likes of Duraludon and Dragonite in the game. Like, it's still just elite at securing objectives. And then at level 8, you get your next move immediately. So you get your moves at 7, 8, and you get your night move at 9. So once you get to level 9, you're online for the rest of the game. So between Leaf Storm and Shadow Sneak, Leaf Storm's okay. It's gotten some buffs in the last couple patches where it does do a decent amount of pushback, and it does stun if you hit someone into a wall. It's okay, but it doesn't do enough pushback to keep something like a Talonflame or a Machamp off of you for long enough to really make it viable. And Shadow Sneak gives you your only real mobility, and it's honestly not that bad of mobility. And it can help find people who are sitting in bushes and stuff. It can, you know, line up some sneaky arrows that way if they don't really notice it. But it's good. It gives you a little bit of movement speed. And yeah, it's just overall more useful, so I prefer Shadow Sneak. And then your Unite move, it's a lot like Cramorant Unite or Duraludon Flash Cannon, where you just become a sitting duck for a while, but it actually is in a spot right now where it does a lot of damage. Unfortunately, most of the arrows don't pierce, but the big arrow at the end does pierce and hit multiple enemies. If they ever made this thing like where all of the arrows pierce, it would be absolutely broken. And honestly, I think they should do that for how just vulnerable you are. Maybe tone down the damage back to where it was previously, but make it so every arrow pierces. It would be just astoundingly good, because there are times where you're trying to steal an objective with this and people will just stand in front of it and tank it. They can't really do that as much anymore because it does do really, really good damage, but you won't be stealing the objective with it, which is what, you know, you'd be using this for. That's what Spirit Shackle's for. Spirit Shackle does pierce, so yeah, cancel your Unite move, honestly, and just throw out Energy and boosted Spirit Shackles. It's probably just better for that. But it is okay. Like, if you are able to catch people retreating, it's really good. If you're able to get in range of like an entire team running back to their zone, it can be good for moments like that. It can be good for moments where teams are pushing a Rotom down a lane. Like, it's not a horrible Unite move. It's just it's like, it's C tier at best, you know? So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop in and play our boy Decidueye, the most fun character in the game. Okay, playing some Decidueye. We have ourselves a Blissey. That's a good teammate. Lucario and Ninetales as well. It's a good lane. And we have a Snorlax. I mean, this is a pretty well-rounded team. All things considered, I will definitely take this. I will definitely take this. Ooh, I had that Crustle on my team last game. I actually played these out of order for the first time. Played Dragonite before this because someone had Decidueye on my team and we ended up winning, and then we ended up losing. Spoiler alert for today's second video, but whatever. Decidueye is super, super fun. Like, we've made quite a few Decidueye videos over the last like month or so. And yeah, I think you guys probably know by this point, it is one of, if not my favorite characters to play in this entire game. It is just super, super fun. And we're finally in a place where it's not useless, and that feels good. It's still not the best thing in the world. Against certain teams, like, I don't think it'll do super well against this team because they really only have their own Decidueye that's range. Everything else is just up and in my face, like Machamp, Serena. I like cannot deal with them very well at all, can Decidueye. So hopefully we'll be able to figure something out. Why is my Snorlax going top when he sees there's a Blissey alone bottom? Who's to say? Who's really to say? Now let's play a game of will he steal my jungle? Hopefully the answer is no. That's all we can hope for. Hopefully he just doesn't. Go ahead, pop X attack on the Bouffalon just to do it. Get my next crab and head on up to my top crab and head to the top lane. I probably should go bottom because that is a really, really weak lane, but I still like going top first just because I think it's better overall for the team. That's going to be bottom lane later without feeling bad about abandoning top, and I just don't want to abandon top. You never want to abandon a lane. I can actually help here, I think. Ooh, no, I can't. If I'd went earlier, maybe. Actually might be able to win this. Hold on. No, he has Razor Claw. Something has Razor Claw on that team. I mean, obviously it's probably the Decidueye because it's the only thing hitting me from range, but I was slow. I was getting slowed there. That was really weird. I couldn't walk. All right, so Lucario is actually going to be able to walk in and clean that up. That's good for us. That's really, really annoying though. I feel like I should not have died there. If I was able to get back to my base, I truly think I 1v3 that. Like, if I'm able to get back to my base there, I don't think they can really like kill me on my base with my auto attacks. I would have had X attack up too. I do think I win that fight if I don't get Razor Claw or whatever that was. I'm pretty sure it was Razor Claw. I don't know what else it would be that would slow me there. But here we are, back in our jungle. I should still get level 7 based on those middle crabs I was able to get, so I should still be able to get 7, I would think. We'll find out though. Yeah, we'll get it, no problem. And as a Decidueye, the only thing that really matters is your 7. Honestly, I think at level 5 you should be able to learn Shadow Sneak or Leaf Storm. I don't think that would be that big of a deal. Obviously, Dartrix isn't a ghost type, so for like lore's sake, maybe that doesn't make sense. But for game balance sake, I don't think it would make that big of a difference. Like, Pokemon has all sorts of things that don't learn, that honestly don't learn those certain types of moves that aren't that type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure there's some flying types that don't learn flying type moves that don't make sense. Like, it'd be fine. It'd be fine. IMO. What do you mean, thanks? Rotated bottom for Dread, dumbass. That tells me my Lucario is probably not coming bottom. Okay. We got all the bees. Big snipe. Big snipe again. My Lucario has become tilted and is probably not going to be playing the game anymore. That's unfortunate. I guess he doesn't care about Dreadnought, and the fact that Dreadnought is and will always and forever will be more important than Rotom. That's okay though. Take our Shadow Sneak. I think it's better than the other thing, Leaf Storm. Even with a team like this with a bunch of melee characters, I think it's probably still the best bet. All right, good job on the burst. I don't really think you should be doing that, but it's fine. He got it. Hey, just let me do my job. Let me secure. Our Ninetales is getting bullied, but he actually got a double kill, so it's fine. He's here somewhere. I don't know where he went, but it's fine. I'm just getting my buffs. I kind of haven't done much this game yet, but that's fine. That's fine. We've been in one team fight and we won Dread, so like, who cares? We lost top, but who cares about top? Again, we won Dread. We do not care about top lane if we win Dread. That's fat. That's also fat. I mean, I hate assists, but I'll take them. That's a big overdunk too. Good job, team. I'm an assist machine. Let's go. I hate assists, but we take them. It means we win the game, right? Quit spamming thanks for playing the game. Well, we're literally winning, dude. Shut the fuck up. Lucario players are the biggest divas in this game. They're so fucking privileged. Privileged to have never had to deal with a real nerf to their Pokemon. Just counter unite his unite and get my KO stolen. No, I didn't get it stolen. Pog. What? Am I champ still here somewhere? I guess not. I gotta save my next arrow. Got it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make this, but I can try. Alright, we got it. Good. Good job. Good job, team. Good job, team. Well done. Alright, see if I can't get in here, get my buffs real quick before they get yoinked. Why does the game always target the fish first? The world may never know. The world may never know. That guy's feeding his brains out. We take those. That was one of the worst ends I've ever seen. Truly appreciated, Machamp. Ooh, I landed that. God, this character is so fun. Just save that one. Ooh, okay. I gotta go. All right. He's got Sylveon United for literally no reason, but that's fine. the horrible unite, 3-minute unite. We take those, and there's a 3-minute Machamp unite as well. That's great for us. Hey, they want to blow unites at 3 minutes. That's fine. That is so fine. See if I can get bottom to help here. Speed boost us! Helping hand, dude! Helping hand! Helping hand! You fuck! Oh, now he does it when we don't need it. Thanks, dude. I guess we're shredding this. Sure. Alright, we got 2 of the 3 Dreadnoughts with Spirit Shackle, so we're doing fine with our Dread Secures. Go me. Proud of me. Thanks me. Honestly, no, there's literally no one here. There's literally no one here, team. There's literally no one here. We should have just taken that. We really should have just taken that, boys. Thank you, Ninetales. That thing would have actually killed me. I'm just gonna do this, actually. Fuck it. We should and could just be taking this. Got it. This was not a good, like, kill game. You guys have seen some of my pop-off games on Decidueye. This was not a good, like, damage or KO game. But, man, was this a good secure game. This was an elite secure game. Fucking asshole. Oh, man, the Machamp is an interesting character. All right, good job, team. We got that. But honestly, just retreat. Especially if we're gonna be giving that up. Oh no. Ah, fuck. Team. It's such a clean win. Do I have a single kill? I have 3. Okay. It's not like I've done absolutely nothing, but I feel like I've done absolutely nothing, you know? I'm just gonna chill middle. I just wait to see where they push. Shut up, I know what I'm doing. All getting vision, idiot. Don't worry, I got your throw, boys. You're welcome. What? Did I not break his score shield? Dude, if we would have lost, I would have lost my fucking mind. All right, so we don't win MVP, but again, we secured everything this game. And honestly, if you want to see me pop off on this Decidueye, I have a video where I dropped 15 plus kills 3 times in a row, so you can go check that out. We got some pop off this Decidueye gameplay. I think this was a good showcase of what a less than, you know, ideal Decidueye game is. First off, they didn't have a ton of HP, so you're not really going to get a lot of damage. I did some, I landed some okay snipes. I landed a lot of like assist snipes, and I secured 2 Dreadnoughts and Zapdos. So I feel like I did a lot in terms of what an average Decidueye game will be. And not every game will you be popping off doing 100 some odd thousand damage with 15 plus kills, but there are a lot of games where you can do that. This is a more realistic depiction of what a normal Decidueye game will look like, especially when the other team doesn't really have a lot of HP. Like the only like massive HP sponge they had where I would have gotten a ton of damage off of is the CRUSTLE, and I don't know if I was in a single team fight against the CRUSTLE, to be honest this game. So it's what it is. Really low damage game, really low KO game, but everything else was really great about this Decidueye game in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and go with that. Let me know what your favorite Decidueye build is. Let me know how much fun you're having with this Pokemon. I think it is probably the most fun Pokemon to play in the game at the moment. So if you haven't, now it's the time to pick up Decidueye. It's in a fantastic spot for the first time ever, and it's very, very strong. Learn your snipes, learn the timing, to steal things, and you will have a ton of fun and a ton of success on this character. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and head on out. I'll see you guys later today for the Dragonite video. Peace.